So how are they lined up on your side? Are they going for a heavy tower push as we expected, Tess?
I'm on your side, so
Oh,
I
okay.
guess you have to ask Will Bill.
Yeah. Was a slight mistake there. Oh well. Yeah. So we're both on the same side. It just seems like one thing I like that what the Russians do is they do a very like line push strat where they form up in one very long line and then push as a team. Whereas you see a lot of the EU teams kind of blob a bit more and then go for one space. And we've already got a fight for the tower. Radikos engaging Dark Pituch, which is prospect theory, pushing him off, and they've already retreated from the tower. The Russians are actually just barreling down mid, going straight for the enemy base. Nothing really to stop them so far, apart from the elephants, of course. And the one thing is they have nothing to really stop the elephants at all over here. Who do you think's got the upper hand so far, Tess?
I think maybe make your move. They got Caesar buffs on their Carthaginians. They got it all stacked up with at Portus, but look at this. They're gonna go to base camp.
Yep. They've sent the Boudica and the Hannibal swords up towards the tower. Rebellion buffed all their Hannibal infantry with our Portus, and he's actually trading so well despite being really outnumbered here with the swords on the RTK side. And they've taken a slight advantage in points so far, but the rest of the team is just barreling down towards mid, and the RTK are matching them, retreating back to their base.
Not sure about placement of slingers from MYM.
Yeah, it's a slightly odd angle. He's getting some rear shots on towards the Roman infantry. So, I mean, they're doing some damage, but they're going to be very, very isolated from the rest of their team later on in the battle. So now we see the elephants going in. No real counter towards them. I'm really interested to see what they try and do against these elephants. Oh, they have Nemte's pike coming up very soon, so that's the only thing they can really do to ward away the elephants. The elephant player should never go into that fight, though.
They probably try to split RTK into two separate groups and deal with them one by one, but I don't know if it's gonna work. And now Manchutsu got a good charge on Eclipse.
Yeah, that's pretty. And then Wicked Pirate. This is what I meant by that. The fact that he's slightly isolated from the rest of the team. Now Majitsu just makes sure that he gets the engagement, and then the rest of the team can just dive onto it. So definitely a bad positioning play from Eclipse there. And the rest of the team. Oh, so Nemte manages to get his pikes just in time down there. The Chosen Swordsman trying to make sure that he didn't. But now Nemte is unable to deal with the elephants, which are doing huge damage to the Make You Move lines.
Yeah, we're gonna see how pike duel with elephants gonna work.
Oh my god, and the key part of this strategy is the rebellion buff on the Hasdrubal, and Prussian Prince's infantry is just getting absolutely destroyed. There's nothing really to stop this space race anymore. The RTK team are racing back to try and support the rest of their team, and Make You Move still have a small point advantage. These elephants are crucial to deciding who's going to be the victor, though. If they can't bring them down, then eventually they should be able to trade so well with the infantry that RTK win the match.
RTK need to save their elephants, maybe throw them into the fight one by one, not all three.
Okay,
so they can hold times. Yeah, they might win.
So RTK are finally making it back towards their base. There's no chance of a base cap here, I think, but it's a question of can RTK get really good engagements anymore. They still have one rebellion buff, perhaps. They have one chosen swordsman left. That's going to be really crucial in making sure. Oh, sorry, they have two, but one of them is slightly isolated. If I wonder if Prussian Prince's Boudica is dead as well, since he lost one of those units. But just RTK trying to get surround on the enemy base. The elephants are now going in. Nemte doesn't get... Oh, just manages to get his pikes down, but they're the wrong way around. As an elephant falls in the base, slowly RTK began to filter in with the rest of their infantry.
Looks like Nemty don't got control on his pikes for some reason. I don't know, maybe lags, or I hope it's not his fault, but he got minus morale on his pikes and it's lost unit.
Yeah, just had them the wrong way at the wrong time. That was really important. He could have blocked off and stopped RTK getting in here. Oh, hello. We've got some observers in trouble over here. But despite Make You Move having a point advantage earlier on, there's just nothing really to deal with these elephants, as we said earlier on. And now the fact that they have 2 left, there's nothing they can really do to win the rest of this battle. It was a nice strategy to go down mid and try and force the enemy team to play to your strengths, but losing those slingers was really crucial to not being able to really kite this team effectively. And yeah, essentially these elephants are going to whittle down the enemy units. The Russians are basically down to a couple more, only a few. The Caesar Cav and some more veterans of Trebia. But without the Caesar Bus, without a couple of units, they can't really kill the elephants like they used to. The one thing that you can do against elephants, so that I forgot about this, is you can Rebellion Spears, and then Rebellion Spears with Phalanx actually do a load of damage to elephants. But they never got Rebellion Spears close to the elephants at one point.
Yeah, that might work, but you need to micromanagement your spears a lot, so you can get to the elephant in like right angle, right distance between elephant and you. So yeah, it's a lot easier to do with pikes, but pikes sadly were just sold by one player. I don't know what happened, but I think this mistake cost them much today.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was. I think the Russians played it really well. They got really good trades on the tower with the Rebellion Hannibal swords, but they just eventually, once RTK came back with the rest of their units, they had already used the Rebellion, so they couldn't use it again. I don't think they had it up for the final fight, and without Rebellion Spears, they just had no way to kill the elephants and no way to munch through the rest of the infantry.